Hey guys, today we're taking a look at the KaBar TDI LE. Before I take a look at the knife here, take a look at the sheath. I really like the knife. I'm not too happy with the sheath, so we'll start there and get it out of the way. It comes with, at least mine came with both mounting options, the metal clip as well as the flexible belt loop through clip here. This is useless to me because my belt is a 1.7 and a half, and this is made for a 1.5 and a half, which I guess is the standard size for a police belt. So this is totally useless to me. If you wear a belt that's larger than 1.5 inch, you should keep that in mind. So I had to use the metal clip. The sheath itself that retains the knife is nice. It solidly locks in there. There's no play at all. You'd be fine mounting it in any way you wanted to, even upside down. It will not come out without pulling it. Although it does deploy really quickly out of there. But let's get to the bad part of the sheath. I've heard of these breaking on people, and I can probably see why. The metal itself isn't bad. I also like, as you can see under there, it has a small flap for the your belt. When your belt goes through, it locks in there above that little tab, which that is nice. But the main problem I have with this is, as you can see, it uses these small screws on one side. They go through, and it's a screw and screw kind of design, so they screw into these bigger screws, but it requires you to use these rubber donuts to properly space it out to make it line up. And the rubber donuts are the problem because they're cracking on me already. I've only been wearing it for a couple weeks, and the rubber donuts are just, they're not holding up very well. Oops. When I do the macro shots, you'll be able to see it a lot better. The damage, one of them is nearly split in half. This one here, you can probably see that damage right there. On the other side though, you can see maybe like that that one's split almost completely in half. You'll see it a lot better in the macro shots, but when those go, it's going to be sloppy as hell. It's not really going to work properly, and they're already giving up after just 2 weeks of wear. So the sheath itself that holds the knife is fine, retains the knife well, but this mounting system for the metal clip, I'm going to have to say it's unacceptable. I don't really want to trust the mounting of my knife to little rubber donuts sandwiched in between screws. That's another issue I have with this, is the knife itself came with no instructions for how to mount it. So to go from one clip to the other, you just had to figure it out yourself. So really not happy with this. I'm looking into other mounting options. With the custom Kydex sheaths that I've seen out there for these are $30. I only paid $36 total for the knife, so I'm having a lot of trouble justifying pulling the trigger on it. But that aside, let's talk about the knife, which I really do like. You have about a 2.5 inch blade. I believe it's like 5 5/8 or something overall length. The blade itself is really nice. It's AUS 8. Which is a mid-grade steel. It's easy to sharpen, takes a decent edge. It came with a 15-degree edge on each side for a 30-degree overall edge, which is what I prefer, so I didn't have to sharpen this myself. It did come shaving sharp out of the box, which I was really happy with. Let me see if I got a piece of paper. Yeah, here we go. Just to show you. Whoops. Nice and sharp. I haven't touched it up at all. I do strap it. When I strap all my knives, I just consider that knife maintenance. I haven't had to resharpen it at all. So it has a nice deep finger choil due to the curvature of the blade. So your finger locks in extremely tight. Your hand, it's not going to go anywhere. You can throw probably full off punches with this knife in your hand and not lose control of it. It does also have this nice indentation where your finger just naturally rests in there. I really like the design of this. It does have a little bit of jimping on the top and on the bottom. All over the Zytel handle it's pretty slick, but because of the nature of the design, it's not going anywhere. So I actually like the slickness of this because it rides good against your clothes. It's not digging it into your shirt or anything like that, or onto your pants like a really rough G10 would. So I actually do like the slickness of this here, because it doesn't really matter. It locks in so tight. But yeah, it did come shaven sharp, which I was extremely happy with. Has this nice black coating on it for rust prevention. And the coating's holding up well. I have drawn it a lot to practice with it. I got this with pistol retention in mind for concealed carry. I wear this on my offside, my weak hand. So the idea is, if somebody goes for your pistol in your holster, you push down with your strong hand, and you draw this knife with your weak hand, and then you cut their arm or cut them to get them to relinquish your pistol. So it was designed for that, and I believe it would excel. Yeah, overall, I mean, it's under 3 ounces, like 2.88 ounces, I think. It's extremely light, easy to carry. You forget you're wearing it. Really disappointed though with this clip. If I can talk myself into going with a custom option, I'll make a video about that. But what I'm thinking about doing is going to the hardware store and seeing if I can't find some steel washers of the same thickness and roughly the same size, and just replacing these stupid rubber donuts with some steel washers. I might have to fab something out myself if I can from some little solids, but I think that would be a lot more secure than these stupid donuts. If I wanted donuts, I'd go to Dunkin' Donuts. Overall, really nice knife though. Unhappy with the sheath. The sheath itself is fine, but like I said, the clip and mounting system, I'm not very happy with that. Also, the fact that it came with no instructions as to how to mount it, and you're just left to kind of figure that system out on your own. It did, though, to their credit, it did come with the proper wrench for tightening it and some extra hardware, which the screws had a little bit of blue Loctite on them by default, which that is nice. You'll get a better look at the damage on those rubber donuts. I'm about to do the macro shot here, but yeah, overall, great blade, not so great sheath. So keep that in mind. If you're able to make a sheath on your own, if you do Kydex or anything like that, or even leather, if you could figure out a leather option for this, it would be cool. If not, be prepared to pay to either replace or be a little bit resourceful and attempt to replace those the rubber donuts there. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Here comes the macro footage. Here's the macro footage. Got to do this quick, so I don't have much time left due to the ridiculous YouTube 10-minute length for the videos. You can see that that rubber donut right there is completely split and getting ready to give way. See if I can turn it around, give you an angle there. Look at that. It's completely split and getting ready to give way. This one's looking okay, a little bit of damage on it. This one's okay. A little slight damage to this one starting there at the back, nothing big, but yeah, that one's completely split and getting ready to give way. So when it does break, which I'm pretty sure this sheath is going to do, I will make an update video. But here's a quick macro shot of the blade itself, which I do. I love the blade. It's just that damn sheath. Look at that. Nice blade. Nice coating. Really nice finish on it. See the handle. Jimping. There's the choil. Really like the blade. Just too bad about that the sheath. Yeah. That's about it, guys.